Major Sudarshan Srinivasan has fought 2 wars for India. He is a living testimony to the Constitution's 71-year run. Freedom, equality, justice, and fraternity. Where are they in India today? Major Srinivasan also wonders about the compartmentalization of the Indian mentality. But there is still a lot to feel good about India. That's why there is order in this chaos. Jai Hind.
Constituent Assembly was assembled in 1947 or 48. They made all the rules. What they did is they copied from the United States, UK, France, everything. They took the best features. So far so good, because we didn't have any such thing. Everything was a small kingdom like Mysore, Baroda, then Gwalior, all these kingdoms. There is no such thing in a united country. So they had to take the constitution, and of course considering the local conditions, they made a beautiful constitution. My hats off to them. That's no doubt. But there was the man who somewhat brought the reality, with my due regard, is Dr. Ambedkar. He did not think about the maximum majority of the people who are absolutely down to earth, which we now call them as scheduled castes and scheduled tribes and all that. But the question is, the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, the enmity that everything which has come is not due to the constitution, but to the practice of the constitution. That is what I feel, because the leaders, the type of leaders who came, who just think they wanted to this actually started in the World War II, when there's an enormous demand for the troops, rations, this and that. A lot of people who came, who started amassing money, corruption. And in order to win the thing, they even bribed the British House. They made the British House also corrupt, who was generally non-corrupt, barring a few, because the black sheep are there everywhere. In spite of all these things, the constitution was still going on well, because the fundamental directive principles, as you have in the United States, we also had directive principles. So what should be done, what should the thing. The people, the leaders who came immediately after this, they were honest. They never thought about this thing, doing everything for themselves. Subsequently, later on, due to the loose management, I would say, of the central cabinet, central government in in Delhi, they were not able to have a tight hold of the state governments. The state governments are all local, who want, like I know about Tamil Nadu, who have had the gift of gab in the Tamil. Even I was carried away with the gift of gab, and they all became politics. But they did not know anything about ABC of administration. They did not understand. So what has happened is, this kind of thing, as made the constitution weak, and the outcome was every third month there is a PIL case, public interest law. Even Supreme Court this time, recently about 2 months back, they chastised them, saying, what is the idea of putting up every time a PIL for every flimsy little reason? That is not a sign of a good constitution. The best way is, if you want a real constitution, it should be implemented. The implementation was not there. For what? The implementation, if you want implementation, you have to study for to whom you are implementing. When you find all the villages, all illiterates, poor and all these things, and who are susceptible to be led by crooked leadership, what is the effect of a constitution on the country? And that is the reason why, if Korea or Japan, after being bombarded by nuclear bomb, can recover fast in just a matter of 20 years. We are still in 70 years, we still not come to the level of, we would say, European country or anything. You say how? We are all well off. I'll give a simple thing. Your per capita income in Switzerland is about nearly about $70,000, United States dollars. India per capita income today is $2,500. You can imagine, if my needs are not met, what is the idea of talking about constitutions and directive principles? To that extent, the constitution is a failure. At the same time, the constitution is also good. At least people quote that constitution, people still respect that constitution, they go to the court to seek justice. And that is why you have a separate constitutional bench in let's say, because it is very, sanctimonious. It's a very sanctimonious thing. So if this is the thing, the point is, where is the question of keep on doing amendments? What is first required is the resolution, the firmness. But you see, Mahatma Gandhi was all right, in my opinion. He is a great leader, outstanding leader, there's no doubt. But the beauty about it is, little people did know that he also served in the army, in the British Army, in the Boer War in 1909, in in South Africa. And in the same war, there's another person who fought, who became more resolute, more firm. Who was that? Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill became the leader of UK, led the country in a war and did this thing because he was resolute. He stacked 2 or 3 brilliant commanders because they did not produce the result. One was the chief of army staff, the last chief of British Army, Claude Auchinleck. One of my colleagues was his ADC, Ghorpade, who belonged to the Baroda royal family. The other one is Field Marshal Weber. He became the Governor General of India. If that kind of action taken, but here they did a very good job and streamlining a lot more. But here, Jawaharlal got beaten up and then he went to the thing. But because he studied in Cambridge and because he moved, he had some inkling of thing. At the same time, you see the difference in Gandhi. The first thing he went was for the poor people in the village. He understood that's where the problem lies. The constitution people, though they have made provisions for that, they have not made any enforceable act or enforceable law to implement it. And that, I think, to that extent, constitution is a partial failure. I wouldn't say partial because we are now improved. Thanks to I would say, good leadership now. I wouldn't say outstanding, but a good leadership now, which is doing a fairly good job, which they are now forcing. Now they are sacked. I have never seen in my life sacked even some senior civil officials who are not doing the job. We saw recently about 25 income tax people, corrupt people who have been sacked summarily. That should have been started right from the 47. It has not been done. Too much liberal. Every third person was going to the court, PIL case. So that is not, that is what has the weekend done. And even now, because of our nature, because of over 1,000 years we have taught religion. All the religious heroes are all warriors. Krishna was a warrior, Rama was a warrior, everybody was. But we have not taken the warrior attitude. We have taken all the good nature attitude. Too much of goodness is also bad, in my opinion. And that is why, first we allowed the Muslims to run us, and secondly the Britishers, and then all the people came and looted and gone. It's our own country, and one own country. In Manusmriti, Manu, who was one of the legendary king, he said somewhere near the Himalayas, he stood and said, "Oh, I see the Indian Ocean there. This will be our land. This will be our land of our culture. He has said that it is there in Manusmriti. But have we created? Then you find Bengal is separate. This is separate. No, there has been no one country. All separate. This heterogeneous problem has added and made this country even more poor. Even now, we still have sub-nationalism. We don't have still that full nationalism. Except, a cricket match, you find an Indian flag waving, or in a Republic Day period, another 1 week, we'll give apologies to Mr. Reddy. We're going to have flag hoisting in Germany. They'll ask only an army also. Why can't you come? Why can't he come? We are all citizens of this thing. See, this compartmentalization of mentality has taken place. So what I mean to say is, anybody is in this thing, everybody is equal. We talk about equality, but where is the actual equality is not there. I'm not talking about the money part of it, it's the material part of it. When we talk about the emotional part of it, we think people are different. It's not so. Maybe at level of IQ or everything, yes, the best people must do the administration, they must go to the higher level. That's the only thing we should accept for the betterment of the people. That is being done. Every system is there. Now the entire system I will not say is wrong. The system is there, but not the complete thing.